Hello. Hi, how's it going? Tis me, the Baisha. I hope that everybody is doing well. We're gonna play some more Little Lily Princess because I feel like it. Because we do that. We do that every single Thursday. That's what we do. We have to get through the game. We have to get to the end. We have to find out what happens. We have to know all the dramas. All the dramas. We got all these commands now. Ready? Hold on. I need to put it in this. Commands. Look at all the commands that we got. I can do this. I swear it's not cringy, okay? Oh no, I pressed the wrong thing. No. Load. Oh, which one were we doing? We're doing this one, right? Yeah, week 36, yes. Load. Yay! And now we get to do the event with Becky. That's right. Last time was just very, very depressing. Except for the neighbour that snuck into Sarah's room and it wasn't weird or creepy at all. Not at all. I have tea. Num num num. Play. Okay, let's do this. Sarah sat on her bed, clutching at her shoulder. She had felt something inside of it stretch and pull in a way that muscles shouldn't earlier that day, and now every time she moved the arm too suddenly, a sharp pain interfered. Oh, that's not good. Hi Liam. How is it going? How are you? I hope you're well. I have a personalised thing for you, don't I? Did it just not pop up? Alright, wee. Wait, let me check this. Users. Is it here? No. Wait, yes. No, wait, yes. Do. See, flowers worked. Just had some lunchies and watching TV. Oh, that's good. Why are we oohing? Because we always do. I am well. How are you? How is everybody? We never stop. No, we never stopped oohing. Not ever. This one. I don't have an entrance command for you yet. Oh, I'll have to do that. I'll have to make you an entrance command. I'll do that after. One cannot simply stop the uwoos. No. It's impossible. You can't. I don't need to go to the trouble. I want to. I like to do it. It makes me happy. Unless you don't want one. Oh, you. Nah. There's nothing broken. It's only sore. If I have time to rest, I'm sure it will be alright. I think they are neat. Retro uses them too. Does he? Cool beans. I didn't know that. Retro's a cool bean. It's good for if you don't have mods too. Yeah. I don't know how to do them, otherwise I would. I can show you how to later if you want. It's pretty easy. Assuming you're using the same mod as me. The same bot. Yes, with Mix It Up bot. It's got a Thankyou. Tis got a Thankyou. Mix it up. There we go. My friend has gifs and sounds when me and other streamers enter the chat. That's so cool. I'm sure you can do it. I'm not sure how to do sounds and gifs just yet. I just asked their support a question because I'm moving all my video commands to channel points. Cool beans. You're plenty smart, Liam. If I had a few days to rest and a warm bed and a good meal, if my papa were here. But I can't have any of those things ever again. Good old Forrest Gump. She looked over at Emily's serene doll face and managed a faint smile. I'll just have to be thankful for what I do have. Isn't that right? There's you, and there's Becky, and as long as I have my little kingdom to defend, I am still a princess. Dozer, did you guys hear that? He burped. That's what makes a princess. Not being beautiful or owning heaps of jewels or getting your own way. A princess protects her people. You didn't hear it? Lucky you. It was a pretty loud burp. She looked around at her little kingdom. The cold grate, the cracked wall and its family of rats. The window where sometimes she could see the birds gather. Pardon you, Dozer. Flower says pardon you, Dozer. If I were a fairy princess, I would summon up birds and have them weave a beautiful ball gown for Becky. Aww! I like that she said for Becky instead of herself. That's nice. And I would turn the rats into fine white horses to draw her carriage, just like Cinderella. We could spend Christmas riding around London in a magical carriage and scattering Largus to the orphans and the workhouse girls. What is Largus? You know what? Liz, find out. As usual. Have we looked up this one before? Maybe. I'll put it on the thingo so you can see what I'm doing. Hi! Do do do. Largus. Largus meaning. That word. In bestowing gifts, especially in a lofty or condescending... we have looked it up. I just forgot. Generosity of spirit or attitude. Cool beans. Now we know. We learn all the things. It was a lovely warm imagining, and it kept Sarah quite distracted for some time, picturing the lights of the carriage and the sounds of wheels and hooves. Yeah, hooves. Knowledge. The more you know. Over cobblestone roads. Then in an instant she sat bolt upright. Another sound had intruded on her consciousness. Oh no. It was not on the slates of the roof, but from the stairs below. It was Miss Minchin's voice, and she was angry. Oof. She is scolding Becky. She is making her cry. No, poor Becky. Help Becky. Miss Minchin was almost never willing to exert herself and climb the last flight of stairs, only when she had some vicious purpose, as when she had come to accuse Sarah of theft. Yeah, and she stole Becky's money. She's rude. Miss Minchin's rude. But now she was angry enough to be coming at least part of the way up, and it sounded as if she were driving Becky before her. You impudent, dishonest child. Cook tells me she has missed things repeatedly. Twant me, Mum. I was hungry enough, but weren't me never. You deserve to be sent to prison. Picking and stealing. Half a meat pie indeed. Twant me. I could have ate a whole... But I never laid a finger on it. Did she hit her? Sarah cringed at the distant sound of a slap and a body bumping into the wall. I hate Miss Minchin. Miss Minchin is a jerk. Poor Becky. Don't hurt Becky. We protect Becky. Don't tell falsehoods. She wouldn't. Sarah stood in the middle of the room in the darkness. She was clenching her little teeth and opening and shutting fiercely her outstretched hands. Now go to your room this instant. Sarah heard Becky run in her slipshod shoes up the stairs and into her attic. She heard her door shut and knew that she threw herself upon her bed to cry into her pillow. I could have ate 2 of them, and I never took a bite. 'Twas Cook give it to her policeman. Oh, Cook be given the pies to policemen, but why? So rude. It was too much. Sarah could no longer stand still and bear it. She burst out of the room and tore down the stairs, barely able to keep her balance to face Miss Minchin. Sarah's a hero. You wicked, cruel thing. Cook takes things herself and then says Becky steals them. She doesn't. She doesn't. Do you dare to criticize your betters? You are no one's betters. It is you who are the thieves. Cook and you both. You stole Becky's wages. You know how little she had and you stole it anyway. Becky nearly died trying to save your cat. Oh yeah, she almost fell off a roof. Just so you guys know. And not just any roof, it was a church roof. It was very high up. Just to please you. And you never thank her or anything. And she's so hungry sometimes that she eats crust out of the ash barrel. Such impudence. Well, it is only to be expected. With a sinking heart, Sarah realised that her righteous tirade had failed to thaw Miss Minchin's heart at all. If anything, it had hardened it. She had lost her temper, abandoned the composure which had given her strength throughout her trials, and now her enemy was smiling. I have been too lenient with you girls. In light of your youth, clearly more discipline is required. You will go to your room, Sarah, and you will stay there. Neither of you or Becky will have anything to eat tonight, or tomorrow either. Perhaps that will make some impression upon you. Being angry only acknowledges her power over us. And so Sarah squeezed her hands into fists, but did not raise them. She spoke in a voice that was only slightly trembling. Yes, ma'am. Now, Sarah. Yes, ma'am. She turned, step by step, in the darkness alone. She climbed to the attic stairs. There was no friendly voice waiting for her in her room, only the soft echo of Becky's sobs. I can't protect anyone. She reached for her pillow, then bit her lip as pain flared inside her shoulder. I'm useless. Carefully she lay her thin body down upon the bed. I'm not a princess at all. You is. She deserves head pats, okay? We'll take a quick minute. You does all the protecting. You is the strong and the brave. Sarah did not know how long she slept that night, but she had been tired enough to sleep deeply and profoundly, too deeply and soundly to be disturbed by anything. When she awoke at last, it was slowly and sleepily, as one who is not quite sure where the boundaries lie between waking and dreaming. She felt warm, comfortable, perhaps even too warm, and that, of course, she could not believe. The attic was never so warm and cozy, except in her most beautiful supposings. What a nice dream. I don't want to wake up. But even though she kept her eyes closed tightly, she could not stay asleep. Something in the room was forcing her to awaken. It was a sense of light and a sound, the sound of a crackling, roaring little fire. What could it be? Oh, I haven't awakened. I am dreaming yet. She sat up, resting on her elbow, and her breathing came fast. It isn't melting away. I have never had such a dream before. She scarcely dared to stir, but at last she pushed the bedclothes aside and put her feet on the floor. I can smell it. I can smell the fire and food. It feels real, but it can't be. It's bewitched, or I'm bewitched, and I only think I see it all. Oh, but if I can only keep on thinking it, I don't care. She sprang up, touched the table, the dishes, the rug. She went to the bed and touched the blankets. She took up the soft, wadded dressing gown and suddenly clutched it to her chest and held it to her cheek. It's warm, it's soft, it's real, it must be. She almost staggered to the books and opened the one which lay upon at the top. Something was written on the flyleaf. To the little girl in the attic, from a friend. When she saw that, she put her face down upon the book, just for a moment, and burst into tears. Someone cared. In a moment, she collected her wits and ran to the attic door to signal her companion. Becky, Becky, wake up! Come and see! Miss? Gasp! ... Becky stared around the room, her eyes moving from one item to another, growing larger with every moment. The soft slippers, the fire, the books. Around and around her gaze went, until she looked quite dizzy with it all. She deserves pats as well, because she's adorable and we must protect the Becky. Pat, pat, pat. I miss. How can it be? I don't know. Maybe it was magic after all. The magic that won't ever quite let the worst things happen. She removed the covers from the dishes on the table. Look, Becky, muffins, still warm. If it's magic, miss, then do you think it could melt away? Hadn't we better enjoy it quick? And she picked up a muffin and crammed as much as she could into her mouth all at once. Stop, you'll make yourself sick. Maybe we do only have this for a moment, but if that's so, we should enjoy it the best we can. And that means eating slowly, enough that we can taste it. They sat before the blazing fire and ate the warm, nourishing food, and they could not help but looking at each other in a kind of joyous wonder. The sleepy comfort which at length almost overpowered them was a heavenly thing. It was the drowsiness of sleep. Of sleep. It was the look. People are usually drowsy when they're sleepy, okay? It was the Cleo's got the zoomies. It was the drowsiness of happy, well-fed childhood, and they sat in the fire's glow and luxuriated in it. Reckon we'd better get down to work, miss. Unless the magic's gone and made Miss Minchin disappear too. I suppose you're right. Hello, Cleo. We wouldn't want her to come up here looking for us now. I don't know if all this will still be here when we get back. Meow. Did you hear Cleo? She's got the zoomies. Maybe it was only lent to us for one day because we needed it so badly. Yes, cute. Aww. Yay. I'm glad. Cat meows are the cutest, right? Right? Beerus is hiding her blankie. Oh, Beerus burrito. Beerus burrito. So cute. Beerus is adorable. I love Beerus. One day I'll give Beerus all the pats. Burrito. Oh, she is. Yes, I agree. Except for maybe Cleo. I'm biased. Cleo's my baby, so she might be a little bit more cute. If it ain't here in the evening, miss, it's been here this morning. Anyways, and I shan't never forget it. She looked at each particular thing and pointed to them in turn, as if to record them to her memory. The fire was there, and the table was before it, and the lamp was there with its light rosy red, and there was satin on your bed, and there was soup and sandwiches and muffins. There was. Together, still wrapped in the warmth of their secret, Becky and Sarah walked down the narrow attic stairs and back into their lives of drudgery. Yet Sarah could not help but be changed by the experience. She walked into the schoolroom with a springing step, colour in her cheeks and a smile hovering at about the corners of her mouth. Her high spirits were quite astonishing to see, especially to one who had expected her to be humbled and weakened. What is the meaning of this? You do not look as if you realize that you are in disgrace. Are you absolutely hardened? I beg your pardon, Miss Minchin. I know that I am in disgrace. Be good enough not to forget it, and look as if you had come into a fortune. It is an impertinence. Gotta go down the streets? Oh, thank you. Have fun going on your walk, or wherever you're going. Good luck. Has a good time. And remember that blah 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 blah. And remember that you are to have no food today. Yes, Miss Minchin. If the magic had not saved me just in time, how horrible it would have been. Yeah, that's a good point. We have to do the things now. We have to do the things. We should save. Save. Continue. Return. Okay. We need these two, and this one and this one. We don't need any fatigue. Oh, I can't remember which is which. We'll leave that one there. We'll leave that one there. put that one there. Let's do that one and let's do that one. Okay, we're gonna do that. I think. I thinks. Okay, that was pretty decent. We didn't get any pain, but that's okay. The gifts in the attic had not disappeared. In fact, they had increased. That first night, Becky and Sarah had returned to the attic to find the table set once more, now with cups and plates for them both. A new supper and a vase with fresh flowers on the mantelpiece. After that, there seemed no pattern to it, but every day or so, some new comfort or wonder would materialize when no one was watching. The ugly walls were covered with pictures and draperies. Books were stacked into place, the remains of old meals were cleared away, and new food left in its place. It is exactly like something fairy come true. That's not a proper sentence. Is this my garret? Am I the same cold, ragged, damp Sarah? And to think I used to pretend and wish there were fairies. I feel as if I might be a fairy myself, and able to turn things into anything else. I feel as if I might wish for anything, diamonds or bags of gold, and they would appear. As best as she could manage, she split her bounty with Becky. The furnishings were difficult for a little girl to move unheard on her own, and the books were of no interest to her friend, but other things could be shared. The new mattress had appeared, and so Sarah's old thin one was moved and stacked atop Becky's, along with half of her new blankets and pillows, and Becky proclaimed it was the most comfortable sleep she had ever had. But where does it all come from, miss? Who does it? Isn't it more beautiful not to know? No, it's not. Look, I get that it's, you know, like mysterious and romantic and all that kind of stuff, but it's also a little bit creepy. I'm sorry, okay? It's better to know where it comes from. I would want to know. It's just that Becky pointed to the pink and white lilies in the vase, whose petals erupted outward like a joyous shout. I remember you telling stories about Evan, miss, and the fields of lilies. Do you think it's angels come to help us? 'Cause if it is, miss, I think I'd better get back to church right quick to say me thanks. That's a nice thing to do, whether it's angels or fairies or something else. But let us not try too hard to solve the riddle. If it is fairies, they might disappear if we try to catch them. Elsewhere, others were still unaware of the magic, but not blind to its effects. Sarah Crew looks quite unusual lately. Absolutely fattening, I'd say. Don't know how she done it, considering. Don't be ridiculous. She has always had plenty to eat. I have provided for her out of my own generosity. You lie. Nah. You lie. Liar. As you say, ma'am. There is something very disagreeable in seeing that sort of thing in a child of her age. It might almost be called defiance. I heard a story among the girls once about that Sarah, and her saying that what might happen if people find out she were really a princess. Rubbish! Don't talk such nonsense. I don't know why I'm speaking to you. Anyway, get back to your work. It's because you have no friends. Because nobody likes you. Because you're mean. You should try being nicer. Can we just like... Please be nicer, Miss Minchin. Please be nicer. Yes, ma'am. At the beginning of the next week, a man knocked on the door of Miss Minchin's school. When Sarah was sent to answer it, she found no one there, only a selection of parcels. Oh, whoa, what's this? She laid the 2 largest parcels on the hall table and was looking at the address when Miss Minchin came down the stairs and saw her. Take the things to your... Oh. I can do voices. I didn't forget. Take the things to the young lady to whom they belong. Don't stand there staring at them. They belong to me. To you? What are you talking about? I don't know where they came from, but they are addressed to the little girl in the right-hand attic. That is where I sleep. Becky has the other one. Open them at once. Sarah did as she was commanded. Inside the packages were pretty and comfortable clothing, dresses, shoes, stockings and gloves, and a beautiful coat. There was even a nice hat and an umbrella. They were all good and expensive things, and on the pocket of the coat was pinned a paper on which were written these words: "To be worn every day, will be replaced by others when necessary." Miss Minchin was quite agitated, of course. Sarah, dear, is it possible that you do have living relatives in this country? An uncle or a cousin of your father's, perhaps? None that I've ever known. Papa never told me anything about family in England. Well, someone is very kind to you. Sarah could not know what thoughts were racing behind Miss Minchin's eyes, but the change in her voice was clear. As the things have been sent, and you are to have new ones when they are worn out, you may as well go and put them on and look respectable. After you are dressed, you may come downstairs and learn your lessons in the schoolroom. You need not go out on any more errands today. I am to be a student again? It doesn't seem real. Okie dokie. Oh, we've got all our stuff back. Look at this. Look at this. Can we save? We'll save. Overwrite. Return. Nice. What are we gonna do? We'll do one of each, yeah? We can't do one of each. Oh no. Boo. Okay. What shall we do? I want to have a tea party. We have to have a tea party, okay? Let's do that. You know what? No, let's not do any tutoring. No tutoring. No tutoring this time. We'll go for a walk. No, we'll play with our toys. Yes. Yes. Done. Let's do it. Okay, that's not too bad. In the afternoon, Sarah and Becky sat together on Sarah's new couch in the beautiful attic hideaway. It's cute! Tea. No one else had yet been invited to view the changes, but every student had seen Sarah in her fine new clothes, sitting back in her old place of honour in the schoolroom. I am not sure who I am anymore. Are you making something up in your head, miss? What? When you stare at the coals like that, all dreaming like, it usually means you're making up a new story. Not this time. I am wondering what I ought to do. It seems like it can't be fairies. Now that other people have seen the magic happening, Miss Minchin thinks I might have relatives that I don't know about. Well, if you don't know, you wouldn't know. Would you, miss? But if there is a person, a real person, who is doing all this for me, then somehow or other I must find out who it is, so that I can thank them. Isn't that so? I need to adjust my poor footsies. Poor sore footsies. It seems so, miss, but you don't know where they're at. But they know where you're at, sure enough. Yes. You're right. You don't know where they are, but they know where you are. So it is. Seems if they wanted to talk to you, they could go ahead and do it. Maybe it's a riddle that I'm meant to solve. With magic, there is always a challenge. I hope I will think of something soon. For now, if you sit still, I will get one of the new books and read it to you. What was that? It's a monkey. Something there, miss. It was a strange little sound, like a soft scratching. It sounds rather like a cat trying to get in. Sarah climbed up to peer out of the skylight. Oh, it's Karen. He has crept out of the Lascar's attic again, and he saw our light. Are you going to let him in, miss? Yes, of course. It's too cold for monkeys to be out. They're delicate. I'll coax him in. She opened the skylight and spoke to the monkey in soft, coaxing tones, the same as she would use on a sparrow or a rat, or even Miss Minchin's cat, Tybalt. There's a monkey. Hey, monkey. Pat, 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 pat. After a moment's hesitation, the creature seemed grateful for the invitation into warmth. He hopped through the skylight and ran through the room in a great circle, even climbing over Becky's lap. Oh, his tail tickles! After his initial exploration, the monkey curled up in a heap of soft blanket and fell fast asleep. Aw, poor little thing. I wonder how long he was out there. What shall you do with him? We don't have proper food or water for him here. I will have to carry him next door to his owners. I hope he stays asleep. I am not sure how Miss Minchin would react if a monkey were running loose in her school. Me neither. In the house next door, the monkey's absence had not yet been noted. Mr. Carrisford himself, still an invalid. It's okay to say that. Maybe? Was once again entertaining a visitor. What news do you find the WW? Not really. Not really. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. That this visual novel has a lot of stuff. I had a lady say that to me at work when she was talking about someone she was buying groceries for. Seriously? Ooh. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Jeez. Like, I don't even, how do I even explain it? It's like this, it's an ableist slur. Yeah, that's what I figured. This visual novel uses a lot of, you know, problematic language, but it's said in a way that's not intended to be insulting, if that makes sense. A lot of the time it's not intended to be insulting, but it is. So yeah, it's probably translated wrong. Yeah, I mean, like, you're probably right about that. Either that it's a translation thing, or it's been written that way because of the period that it was made in, or that it's set in, would be my guess. But yeah. It's always a little bit shocking, because it will say, like, it would just be like a nice wholesome scene, and then all of a sudden something really inappropriate would come out. I'll be like, whoa. I've been watching Gilmore Girls, and it's a product of its time. Yeah, it's always a shame when, you know, they full on use the R word in it. Do they? I don't remember that. Oh no. It's a shame when you watch shows that you used to really like, and then you realize, you know, that it's got other, you know, inappropriate stuff in it heaps of times. Oof. Yeah, it's a kind of thing. It's a thing. I'm like, oh no. Yeah. It's a thing. Like, you know that a lot of the time it wasn't. Some of these things, they're not meant to be insulting, but now with the knowledge that we do have, we know that it is. So it's kind of like, yeah. I mean, I know it's not meant to be assaulting, but it is. It's a thing. What news did you find the child the Russian couple adopted? Oh, that's why. Because I didn't put a full stop there. That's why. Okay. I understand how I was reading that wrong now. Her name is Emily Carew. She is much younger than Captain Cray's little girl. I have seen and talked to her. She is not the child we are looking for. Then the search has to be begun all over again. Come. We'll find her yet. We will go to France together. Paris, of course. But we might also consider I don't know how to say that. Bordeaux? I don't know how to say that. I'm going to just leave it. The climate there will be kinder to you this season. Yes, we must begin at once. No time should be lost, and yet I couldn't see it. It was a French word. I think it might have been behind the follower goal. It probably was. I think it was, I pressed off of it. BEUDEUX or something like that. Was it like this? It was something like this. I can't remember for sure. That's probably not right. But it was something like that. I have a terrible memory. I remember the end was Deux. You seem reluctant. Ah, okay, yeah. There's been a couple of words that I don't know how to pronounce. I'm just like, French words. Because I don't want to mispronounce them. We could survey the schools of London, if you wish to remain longer. You might have been wrong about France. Many British officers send their offspring here. So that's a really weird way to put it. Offspring. These misborn. No, there is a child in London who interests me, but she is not a student. A poor little serving drudge in the house next door. Ramdas told me of the child's miseries, and together we invented a romantic plan to aid her. It gave us something to plan and think about in these long dark days while you have been gone. Since I could not find the child we sought, I could at least bring comfort to some other parentless soul. If we do leave for France, I must consider what to do for that child. It would be a cruelty to abandon her now. A child without family. Perhaps you should bring her with you. She might prove a companion for Cree's child if you find her. No. It would be unkind to pluck a little girl, London girl from her home and spirit her off to another country where she knows no one and does not speak the language. See, he's a good bean. This is a good bean. I mean, like, it's still creepy that you just, you sneak into the attic and put things in there. It's kind, but it's just tiny little bit creepy. Just itty bitty little bit. Just a little bit. Like, I'm sorry, it just is. It's a stranger. Like, this is a stranger. She doesn't know him. If Ramdas were not so agile and soft-footed, it would not have been possible. He has crept into the child's very bedroom unheard to deliver her our gifts. See? Look, I'm sorry, but tell me that hearing about an adult man creeping into a child's room isn't creepy. It's for good reasons in this, okay? We understand that. Here is the man himself. Bit sus. I mean, like, that's this whole game. Like, it's innocent, like, it's innocent and wholesome as fuck, right? It's incredibly innocent and wholesome, but everything is sus. Everything is so sus in it. Ramdas salaamed respectfully, but with a touch of excitement in his eyes. Salam, we learnt what a salam is. It's a type of respectful bow in India. I looked it up. We know that. We learnt that from this. Sahib, the child herself has come. The child whom we have discussed. She brings back Karen, who had again run away to her attic under the roof. I have asked that she remain. Knowledge. It was my thought that it would please you to see and speak with her, if your strength is sufficient for a visit. Yes, I think I should like to see her this once. I'm aware that all my male voices are just the same voice. Only once to him. It would do the child no kindness to befriend her now. only to abandon her at once. Carmichael has returned from his journey without success. As soon as possible, we must embark for France to continue the search. You are not yet recovered. I will not allow excuses to hold me back from doing what must be done. I will go at once. I must. You're allowed to let yourself rest. Rest is not doing nothing. Rest is doing something important. It's called resting. But that has nothing to do with this child. Please, go and bring her in. As Ramdas left the room, he turns to Carmichael with a sad little smile. You see, that is another reason that I cannot bring the girl with me to Paris. I fear it might be too tempting to see her as a substitute for the child that I have not yet found. I will leave some funds in trust for her with the solicitor and wish her well. And that will be an end to it. She will never know. Then Sarah came into the room, carrying the monkey in her arms. She had awakened. He had awakened, and he evidently did not intend to part from her. If it could be helped. The monkey had awakened. I understand. He was clinging to her and chattering. And the interesting excitement of finding herself in the Indian gentleman's room had brought a flush to Sarah's cheeks. It's innocent and wholesome, I swear. Your monkey ran away. Fucking hell. I'm dead. Please stop. My brain is just mush. Your monkey ran away again. He came into my window and I let him in because it was so cold. That was very thoughtful of you. Shall I give him to the Lascar now? How do you know he is a Lascar? Oh, I know Lascars. I was born in India. The Indian gentleman sat upright so suddenly and with such a change of expression that she was for a moment quite startled. The monkey escaped from her grasp and off to the Lascar's arm. Born in India? Come here, child. Sarah went to him and laid her hand in his, as he seemed to want to take it. You live next door at Miss Minchin's seminary, a school, but you are not one of her pupils. I don't think I know exactly what I am. At first I was a pupil and a parlour boarder, but now I sleep in the attic next to the scullery maid. He raised her hand to his, eyes wide, and then turned away. Question her, Carmichael. I cannot... Oh, the drama. What is this about? Mr. Carmichael laid his hands on Sarah's shoulders and gently guided her a few steps away from the fragile man. He stooped a bit, lowering his eyes to her level, and spoke soothingly. What is your name, dear? Sarah. What do you mean that you were a pupil at first, Sarah? When I was first taken there by my papa, but he died. He lost all his money, and there was none left for me. There was no one to take care of me or to pay Miss Minchin. How did your father lose his money? He did not lose it himself. He had a friend he was very fond of. It was his friend who took his money. He loved his friend too much. He trusted him. He should not. Now came the quavering voice of the we're not going to say it anymore, of the gentleman. He was unwell. Perhaps the friend might not have meant to do harm. It might have happened through a mistake. Sarah's response was solemn. It did not matter for my papa. The shock of it killed him. What was your father's name, child? His name was Ralph Crewe, Captain Crewe. He died in India. Ah, it is the child! The child! His eyes bulged in his head and he went quite pale before exploding in a fit of coughing. Tom! The Lascar ran to his side at once, while the other gentleman looked away and cleared his throat. Yes, well, Ramdas is a devoted servant. Sarah could not understand his words. Overwhelmed as she was with the strength of the Indian gentleman's reaction, it seemed for a moment as if he might die right there in front of her. Look, we all know that the Indian gentleman, the Lascar, and the older blonde guy, we all know that they're in a relationship, right? Like, we can understand that, right? Like, it's not subtle. It's not that subtle. Ramdas, the Lascar, poured out drops from a bottle into a snifter and held it to his master's lips while soothing his trembling shoulders. With the two of them so evidently occupied, Sarah turned in confusion to the other man in the room. What child am I? Mr. Carrisford was your father's friend, Sarah. Don't be afraid, we have been looking for you. For me? Then he was the one who lost my papa's money? He only thought that he had lost it. It was a mistake. But he believed that it was true, and because he loved your father so much, his grief made him so ill that he was not in his right mind. He almost died of brain fever, and long before he began to recover, your poor papa was dead. Oh. He did not know where to find you. He believed you were in school in France or in Russia. We have been searching the world for you. I'm pretty sure in the movie the father was alive. But it was a bit different because in the movie the father was believed to have died in war. But then it turned out that he was still alive. But in this one he's not. Oh no. Tis a bit sad. And I was so near. Ramdas clasped his master's shoulder in a the blip 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 blip. I'm sorry, I can talk. Ramdas clasped his master's shoulder in a gesture of support. Mr. Carrisford looked calmer now, leaning back in his chair and breathing freely, though still pale. I did not guess, nor did I dream that you were his friend's poor child. I saw only that you were a little girl who was kind to others, and was not treated with kindness. Ram told me how he saw you go at... I am so sorry, I'm trying really hard. I need to take a breath. Okay. Ram told me how he saw you go by on your errands, looking so sad and neglected, and how you slept in a cold and joyless garret. We wished to make you happier. So I climbed through your window to bring you gifts and try to make you comfortable. Yeah, it's a little bit weird, dude. Sarah's face lit. She walked up to Ramdas and Mr. Carrisford, her hands clasped to her chest. You sent the things to me, the beautiful things. It is you who are my friends. And with that, there were many tears and embraces. You have your father's sweet face, but those eyes must be your mother's. They are mine. People often say that they are strange, so they must not look like my mother's, because she was beautiful. Ramdas chuckled deeply at her words. Little one, many things can be both strange and beautiful. I mean, that's true. Oh, how nice. How lovely. Mr. Carmichael stepped in. Oh, I clicked before I got to read it. Sarah, now that we have found you, we wish to begin plans for your future. Your father's share of the diamonds will be yours, but for now you may wish to complete your schooling. She is not to return to that seminary. They have abused and mistreated her quite enough. I agree. I need not go back. I am glad. Yes. Carmichael, go and speak to that Miss Minchin. She will be very angry. She does not like me, though. Perhaps it is my fault, because I do not like her. That is not your fault. You are allowed to not like her. Like, she's done many things to not be liked. You haven't done anything. Like, that's not your fault. It's not your fault that your papa died. Jeez. However, there is someone special that must be told. At this point, there came a knock upon the door. It seemed that Carmichael would be spared the trip, for the visitor at the door was none other than Miss Minchin herself. Of course it is. I am very sorry to disturb you, Mr. Carrisford, but I have explanations to make. I am the proprietress of the Select Seminary for Young Ladies next door. I have come here as a matter of duty. I have yet just discovered that you have been intruded upon through the forwardness of one of my pupils, a charity pupil, who intruded without my knowledge. She turned upon Sarah. Go home at once. You shall be severely punished for this. Both Ramdas and Mr. Carrisford each laid a protective hand on one of Sarah's shoulders. She is not going. Her home for the future will be with us. Imagine that. Imagine like having a child technically in your care, and then she goes over to like the neighbor's house, and you go to get her back, and they're like, nah, she's living here now. She ain't yours no more, she ours. With you, that is most. Mr. Carrisford, madam, was an intimate friend of the late Captain Crewe. He was his partner in certain large investments. The fortune which Captain Crewe supposed he had lost has been recovered. Sarah's fortune? Certain events have increased it enormously. The diamond mines have retrieved themselves. There are not many princesses, Miss Minchin, who are richer than your little charity pupil will be. Aghast, she looked back and forth between the members of the room, as if expecting someone to admit to the jest, but no such explanation was forthcoming. The muscles in her neck tightened visibly as she swallowed. I see. That is most fortunate for her. Until now, I have been forced to do everything for her out of my own pocket. But for me, she should have starved in the streets. She might have starved more comfortably there than in your attic. I maintain a school of many pupils. I cannot keep them all in comfort without funds. But now, if she can pay for her schooling as the others do, I would be very pleased to keep her. If Sarah herself wishes to return to you, I dare say Mr. Carrisford might not refuse to allow it. But that rests with Sarah. This requirement to plead for Sarah's acceptance clearly did not sit well with the woman, but she would not give up so easily. Dear Sarah, I have not spoiled you, perhaps, but you know that your papa was pleased with your progress at my seminary. And I have always been fond of you. Have you, Miss Minchin? I did not know that. We used to take tea together, do you recall? I have always had your best interests at heart. I have even allowed you to continue your education when you were unable to pay. If you return, all can be as it was. Sarah's green eyes fixed on her with a quiet, determined look. You know why I will not go home with you? You know quite well. Have you no gratitude? Are you completely heartless? I am very grateful for the good friends that have sustained me while I was in need. But you have never been my friend. You tell her. You tell her, Sarah. Ooh, we love it. I do not wish for any harm to come to you. I do not want to hurt you as you have hurt me, but I will never belong to you again. Yes. She knows. Damn, that's good. Miss Minchin flinched, though she held herself proudly. Perhaps she did the best that she could. She did give me a place to sleep and books to read. She was not kind, but she was not deliberately vicious most of the time. That is not enough. I will not allow obligation or forced gratitude to put me in a position where she can hurt me again. I am free now. Yes, 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 yes. I love that. I love that. It's a good lesson, people. That's a great lesson. Do not let obligation or gratitude put you in a position where somebody can hurt you. You don't owe people for doing kind things for you, okay? You do kind things because they're kind things to do, not because you're going to get something in return. Because then it's not kindness anymore, it's just a transaction. I will have a new life. It's the end! It's the end! We're finally here! There was a great bustling around the front of Miss Minchin's Select Seminary, as all of Sarah's belongings were removed and carried out to the house next door. The proprietress herself could do nothing but stand and fume. To have had such a chance and let it slip from her fingers. The girls were abuzz with whispers and rumours. Those who had been friends, like kind, dependable Ermengarde, came forward to wish Sarah good fortune on her travels. We haven't seen Ermengarde in ages. Others hid themselves away in shame at their own past behaviour, or chagrin for not keeping up a connection with which might now prove to be valuable. Far above, in the little attic, the cheer was lessened. Once all of the new treasures were stripped and boxed and toted away, there was nothing left but the bare skeleton, cold and soulless as it had been before Sarah's exile to the garret. All of the magic was gone. ... Take Becky with you! Please! Take Becky with you. You have to. Cannot leave Becky behind. No Becky's left behind. We love Becky. We love her. Becky walked over to the iron bedstead that had once been Sarah's and laid her hand upon the mattress. No, Becky's left behind. No, Becky's left behind. I'm glad you found it funny. Miss Minchin had insisted that Becky's second mattress be returned to the other attic, because of course she did, to make the room suitable for habitation again, if she could find another such maid. There was no way for Becky to refuse. The mattress belonged to Miss Minchin after all. Everything did. ... Becky? Oh, miss. As Sarah, in all her finery, walked into the dingy little attic, Becky awkwardly adjusted the kerchief on her head. Good afternoon, miss. Isn't there anything you wanted to say to me? Well, miss, I'm happy for you, I am. It's the best thing that could have happened. You deserve good things. Maybe now you'll go back to India like you wanted. Maybe you can meet that monkey's family in the jungle where it's warm and full of coconuts. Oh, Becky, you silly precious thing. Oh, I loved it. Sarah caught up Becky's hands in her own. Isn't there something else you wanted to tell me? Something you wanted to ask me? Don't know what you mean, miss. Didn't we make a promise to each other long ago? I'm not keeping any secrets. Not that. Didn't we promise always to tell each other if we were in trouble? If there was something we needed? I'll have a new home now. I'll be leaving this school. Maybe I'll find a new one. Maybe we'll travel. But isn't there something you need? I just need you to be happy, miss. Oh, Becky, can't you ask for anything for yourself? Wouldn't be right, miss. Then I will do it for you. Oh! Before Becky's whining eyes, Sarah knelt on the bare attic floor, still clasping the other girl's hands in hers. Will you do me the honor of coming with me and sharing my life forever? Oh, it's too cute. It's too cute. You have to say yes or no, Becky. I want to give you everything, but only if it's what you want. I miss... That still isn't an answer. You'll really take me with you and let me be your maid? I don't want you to be my maid. I want you to be my partner. Oh, it's so cute. To share my fortunes just like Mr. Carrisford and my papa did. You deserve a happy ending just as much as I do. We are both the same, you and I. Don't you see? You mean I won't have to work no more if I don't want to? You'll take care of me? I want to do more than protect you. I want to make you a princess. And ride in a carriage and all? We shall travel among the populace and bring gifts, just like Father Christmas. Oh, miss. And if you keep calling me miss, I'm going to have to call you the same in return. Becky, I love you. Ah, why? Why is it so cute? Now please, won't you say what you want? Will you come? I'd go anywhere with you, miss. I mean, Sarah. Yes. Ah, cute. Sari. Sarah leapt to her feet and hugged her. You see, the magic helped me to keep my promise. Now we need a new promise to live happily ever after. Yay! Oh, it's finished. We finished it. It's done. Cute. Yay! I thought so too. She's adorable. It was a wild ride though. I mean, like, we had like freaking, we had ableism, we had sexism, we had like racism. That was a lot. Oof. But it was so cute. Which is so weird to say. I love it. I'm so happy. I am happy. I enjoyed that game, surprisingly. I quite enjoyed it. What do you guys think? Did you guys have fun? I hope so. Nom nom nom. A Little Princess is my childhood, so I liked it. I remember, I'm pretty sure you were the one who introduced me to it. I remember that you always loved that one. I'm glad you liked it. It was an interesting, like, rendition of it. So we got the Becky ending. I'm pretty sure there are multiple endings in this game. I'm not going to do all the endings. One playthrough is enough. But I'm pretty sure you can get endings for like all the other characters as well. Thank you for playing. You're very welcome. Thank you for allowing me to play the game. And now it's done. Well, that was A Little Lily Princess. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. Which is what I already said. We have gone, like, I know we've got 19 minutes over. That's not that bad. That's not that bad at all. Cool beans. Okie dokie. Well, we will end the stream for now, and I'll be back at 4. Here is me socials. There's me socials. What else do I need to put up? I need to put up other things, don't I? If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to like and subscribe, because nobody ever does. Please, please and thank you. That would be nice. Do I need to put up anything else? Do. Are you streaming on YouTube too? I'm not streaming on there, but I'm moving all of like my VODs onto YouTube. So everything that's on here, I just export it onto YouTube. Unless it's got like stuff that can't be on there. So there's been a couple that I've missed, but not many. And then I sometimes make like these little video art short thingies. Thingo-majigos. Do I have any on my computer? I might. Let me check. I don't need tool up. Be going. Be going, you silly bean. Drawings. Clicky click. Portfolio. For YouTube. Completed and uploaded. Folder is empty. Okay, yeah. So it's I've moved it onto my USB. I don't have any on here. But oh wait. I'm a silly bean. It might be another thing. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Completed, not uploaded. Shorts. Ah, yes. I do have one. I'll show it to you. Okay. We'll quit this. Goodbye, game. It's been fun. Oh, what visual novel should we play next? Because we should play a visual... Oh, I should raid as well, shouldn't I? I keep forgetting to raid. I keep thinking before I start, I'm like, I want to raid. I'm going to raid this time. And every single time I forget. Every single time. All of them. All the times. Okay. Do. Display caption main. What are the choices? Yes, rating is so important. I agree. And so far, every single time I've forgotten. Choices. Okie dokie. Okay. So we've got Asphyxia, which deals with some like content to do with like depression and stuff like that. So I don't know. It might not be the best one for it, but it's apparently really good. It is pretty. It's gorgeous, right? The artwork is really nice in it. The artwork is really pretty. So yeah, it deals with like some pretty heavy topics. I'm pretty sure it's LGBT. It's about a romance between two girls, I'm pretty sure. And them struggling with that. We've got this one. I think this is a visual novel, right? I think. So there's this one. I don't know what it's about. It's about a comedy club. This one we can't play because my computer won't play it. Which sucks because I would like to play it. What else is there? There's Long Live the Queen, which I've played before. It's a little bit of a different one, which is a survival game essentially. You have to make sure that you don't die. There's this one, which I haven't played, and I have no idea what it's about. What's this one about? I don't know. But it looks pretty. So far, you like Asphyxia? I agree. I've been wanting to play that one for a while. What else? There's ones like... I'm pretty sure this is one. This is a bit different. It's not an anime one, though. Let's see. And what else? Is that all? Is that all? I think that's all. I feel like there was one more. Wasn't there one more? Malkia. But again, that one's not an anime one. Or was it a different one? Yeah, I think that was it. So maybe we'll do Asphyxia next time. Because it's pretty. And while it does deal with some, you know, deeper content and stuff like that, I have heard that it's very, very good. It also recently got an update, like the dialogue got fixed up and stuff like that. So we might do that one. What do you think? The other one that was pretty was, which one was it? This one? No, but this is one too, apparently. I have so many visual novels. I can't remember any of them. I bought them ages ago. So there's this one too. Can you use the search terms? Visual novel. VN. No. I don't think so. Novel? No. The filter. Oh, okay. Genre. Do. Visual novel. Yeah. We're not playing that one. This one's a dating one, so I don't think we'll do that one. Oh, yeah, we've got Narcissu too. I'm pretty sure this one's about mental illness. Undead and undressed. Yeah, we can't play that one on stream. I'm pretty sure I can show the thumbnail thing. Yeah. I can show the thumbnail, but we can't play that on stream. It's either notch or asphyxia. Yeah. I think so too. Do you want me to go onto the store page so you can see the descriptions? I'll do that. Oh, this one's not appropriate. Okay, this one's got nudity in it. Well, we're not playing that one. Asphyxia. Samantha and Lillian are best friends. At least they were until everything fell apart. Now Samantha has a day to repair their relationship, but it's already too late. But is it already too late? Asphyxia it is? Yeah. I agree. It is very pretty. Alright, that's what we'll be doing next Thursday. We'll start Asphyxia. It sounds like a good plan. Oh yeah. So these are what I do on my YouTube, aside from just moving over VODs. If it will play, I don't know if it will, because my computer sucks. I do apologize. Stop the time, cause I wanna freeze this moment. Make it mine, hold you close. Now my heart's wide open. When I'm with you, suddenly I feel no pain. Do you make it go away? Do you make it? So yeah, I also put those shorts on my YouTube. I don't know if it played or not for you guys. Yeah, okie dokie. It is time to leave it because we're like half an hour over now. It did? Okay, good. Good. I am glad. But it was very loud. Yeah. I went to turn it down afterwards. Yes, let's. Thank you for reminding me. I was about to forget again. Okay, we are going to raid. I don't have any raid messages yet. So, that is what it is. Let's do it on here, I think. Do I know anyone who's on at the moment? No. uh hmm. Do you know how I raid someone that I don't know? Can I like view? I can probably do it on Mix It Up, can't I? Let's figure it out. We'll figure it out. Yeah? Do 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 do. We could raid Maroi? Yeah? Maybe we'll do that. I don't think I've watched them before. Are they online? Maroi. Are they in here? They are playing Splatoon. Is it this one? Is it Maroi TTV? Yep. We shall do that then. Hello. Hello, Bean. Okay, we're gonna go raid them, okay? Okay? Everybody say hi when you do. I don't have any raid messages yet, so it is what it is. Let's see if it works. Come on, computer. You can do it. I have a cheer computer command now. Let's see if I can do it while it's raiding. Before it raids. Cheercom. No. There we go. Is it working? Did it work? Raid now? I can't tell. Raided! It worked! I'm going to get off of this. Because I don't know how to... What do I do now? Stop streaming. Let's go. I'm just gonna go here, ending stream. And I'm going to get up their channel and see whether it's worked. It worked? Okay, cool. I think I just end the stream now then. You just got to hit end stream after. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate.